Good morning and welcome to the African Allure Outdoors. My name is Ryan Clark and thank you for tuning into this video. Today I want to speak to you about bow hunting Impala and Warthogs. These are two animals that are probably the most hunted animals within the bow hunting community in South Africa. One has got to do with how common they are. The other thing has got to do with price. It doesn't matter whether you're an international or you're a local hunter. They're great animals to hunt. They can be very challenging because they're both renowned string jumpers and they're just fun. So how do you practice to hunt Warthog and Impala, and what are the best principles that you need to effectively hunt these animals? Well, there's a few things, and I think we must start with maybe a target that everyone can get their hands on, and the target that I'm referring to is an IFA field target. I like the 32 centimeter target, which is a target that is shot in field events out to 30 yards. And why out to 30 yards? Well, I honestly don't believe that you should be shooting Impala and Warthog over 25 yards. And the reason for that is because that they are renowned string jumpers. They have incredibly small vitals. What I have done is I've taken that 32 centimeter IFA target and I've cut out the black section which is added on here. So we have a section now that is 21 centimeters. The inside bull here is 7 centimeters, and if you overlay this on a life-size warthog target, which I'll show you shortly, you will actually see that it's quite scary. This just covers the heart. This bigger area here, which is 21 centimeters, is actually larger than the lung heart area itself. So why do we want to practice on a target like this? Well, one is you can get your arrows more central, and you can practice a lot, and these targets are readily available. It's all very well shooting your animals, in the right spot, and I hear everyone saying, yeah, it doesn't matter the weight of the arrow that you use or how fast your arrow is, as long as you hit the right spot. And I'll tell you, hitting the right spot with an animal such as a warthog or an impala can be extremely challenging. And the reason I say that is that their vitals are small. They are string jumpers. And I believe that people shoot these animals just way too far. We should be shooting at these animals at sub 25 yards. For me personally, my ideal distance for shooting these, and I do shoot a lot of them, is anything from 15 to 20 yards. That's the comfortable range. Yes, I do shoot a slow bow. But if you take a look at the difference between a slow bow, which in my case shoots at 240 feet per second, and you look at a bow that's probably a lot faster, which is probably the more common bow fast range, would be about 280. The difference in flight time at 40 yards is 0.75 of a second. So it's actually relatively low. But the problem is that, one, you need to know where to hit that animal. The other thing is you need to actually get that animal on, the arrow on target at least, and that comes with its own challenges. And I challenge you to get yourself one of these 30-yard IFA targets, put it out at 25 yards, which is probably the limit of what I would recommend you guys to actually shoot at. And then before you've taken a shot or a warm-up shot or a practice shot, you do a cold shot, because you need to simulate what is happening in the hide. So what you need to do is take your bow out, hang it up, put your arrow ready as if you're ready, and then I want you to either take a fast walk to your target, or I want you to take a quick jog to your target and back, pick up your bow, and within a minute of stopping back at your bow, pick it up and put an arrow into that black spot every time. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. And why do we want to do this? We have this wonderful thing called buck fever. And what is buck fever? It's basically elevated heart rate, elevated breathing, and it's caused by adrenaline.
Is this normal? I'm not cold, but I'm shaking.
Why are you shaking?
Look!
And if you can start getting used to this, then your bow hunting is going to definitely improve a whole shoal. And that is very important. You know, not only does it create clean kills, but, you know, it makes your your farm owners, your guides, all those guys a lot happier if you're putting arrows in the right place. You save us a lot of work. So practice these things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to overlay this target over a life-size Warthog target, just to give you an idea of the vitals.
So we've got the life-size vitals of a Warthog. This is a life-size target of a Warthog. It doesn't look like it, but I assure you that this is the most common size of a Warthog in our particular area. Obviously, there are exceptions. You do get animals that are bigger, but this is a common adult size. So in front of me, I have that target, and you'll see you've got your heart area here, you've got your lung area over here. And if I take this 30-yard IFAA target and I overlay it over the heart lung area, you'll see that there is a lot of area on this target that is missing. This X, or this black ring here, is exactly the size of that heart. Ideally, if you are practicing this, you want to get your arrows within this inner white ring here, and then you are still not quite 100% within the vital area, but you are looking a lot better. And remember, when I say to you guys that what you want to be aiming for is not the center of the heart. Everyone makes this mistake. They want to shoot the center of the heart. Ideally, what you want to be shooting for is the top of the heart here. And how do you find the top of the heart? Well, it's actually relatively easy. If you follow the, what I do is I look at the opposite leg on the animal, the opposite front leg. And if you go up the middle of the front leg, you will always be towards the back of the heart. And it doesn't matter the angle unless it's very hard quartering away or very hard quartering towards. But if you aim for the middle of the opposite leg, you're always going to be on the back quarter of the heart. The other thing that I like to do is I like to look at where the groin area here is. This is called the lies in Afrikaans, just the groin area. It's basically where the leg basically transitions to the belly here. You have this soft fold here, and it's basically you get this little groin. And what you do is you take a horizontal line straight across the animal, and it doesn't matter whether, if the pig is on its knees, it's going to be down. You take that line horizontal to the back, or parallel to the back or to the stomach, and those two areas are always going to give you more or less the top of the heart. And why do we want to shoot here? Well, it's actually very simple, because this gives you room for margin of error. If you are shooting an inch low, you're still in the heart. If you're shooting an inch high, you are going to be in the lungs. If you shoot a little bit higher than this, you might get lucky and you might spine him. An inch forward, you're still in the lung. An inch back, you're still in the lung area as well. And that's why we want to shoot it like this. I hope this makes sense. Again, thank you for watching.
Please remember to stay tuned to the channel. I do appreciate your comments below. Remember to hit the bell button, like and subscribe, and follow us for some more action. I hope to bring you some stuff fairly soon again. I've got an awesome hunt coming up in August, which I'm super excited to see. I'm going to see a great friend out of the US, and we've got some seriously cool stuff there that we're going to be hunting. So, thank you again. Keep safe. We'll see you in the bush. Ciao.